Hello everyone, I'm your neighbor R.P.D and I'm going to quickly review the 2005 Hell and Back. So this is a 2005 R-rated stop motion animated movie. It was been written by the same people who made Robot Chicken, which is one of the best shows ever made. I haven't heard of this movie until when I watched some people reviewing this movie, and unfortunately they were not kind with this movie, which is strange because I don't remember not a single stop motion animated movie that was bad. And how can you go wrong when it's been written by the same people who made Robot Chicken? So I went to see it and oh boy was I wrong. This movie is very bad. Not the worst, but still. So what's the story of this movie? It's about these three guys who run a theme park. One of them read a book that sent him to hell, and his two friends are going after him to save him, and they receive the help from a female devil and the Greek god Orpheus. So the rest of the movie is basically a race against dying for our heroes to save their friend and get out of hell unharmed. Now, before I will start talking about the negatives of this movie, are there any good things about this movie? Well, yeah. The stop motion animation is beautiful and one of the best I have seen. The voice acting, for the most part, was very good. The actors have done a very good job sounding like the characters. There were some few jokes that I found funny, and lastly the soundtrack was very good. And that's basically all the pros of this movie. Unfortunately the rest is... Let's start with the characters. Every single one of them was dull, uninteresting, and unlikable. I didn't care for not a single one of them. The second problem was the pacing was incredibly slow. There are scenes that go for way too long that make the movie incredibly boring. And it doesn't help when you have a pretty dull plot. The third problem about this movie is his mean tone. I noticed that this movie, it was incredibly mean. I know what they were going for, but they did this for all the wrong reasons. There was also too much rape in this movie, which is completely unnecessary. But the biggest thing that this movie makes, that it was not funny. Most of the jokes of this movie was mostly sexual jokes for the second to be sexual jokes. They were unbelievably unfunny. When this movie was supposed to be a comedy and it fails a humor, that is unacceptable. You need to be funny. So overall, it may not be the worst movie ever made, but it's still pretty terrible and not funny. And it has so much potential, since it was R-rated and it was a stop motion animated movie. I can see it now why people didn't like this movie and why it bombed out the box office. It wasn't a good movie and the marketing was pretty bad. So unfortunately, since I'm a big fan of stop motion animation, I'm gonna give this movie a 3 out of 10. It was a huge disappointment, and they could have done so much more. Thanks for watching, I'm your neighbor R.P.D and I'll see you next time.